We have covered the hype and whether copper peptides work for firmness and how to buy a real one. Now the two promises the internet loves most: dark spots and hair. Plus the origin story that explains why this molecule has genuine repair credentials and exactly where the claims start to outrun the science. This did not start as a beauty product. In the 1970s, the biochemist Lauren Pickart noticed something strange. When he bathed old human liver tissue in young blood plasma, the old tissue started behaving young again. He hunted for the active ingredient and found this tiny copper peptide. So copper peptide was born as a repair signal, a molecule your body uses to tell tissue to heal and rebuild. That heritage matters because it means the firming we talked about is not a fluke. It is a side effect of a genuine wound-healing molecule doing its actual job. And wound healing is where the evidence is genuinely strongest. In studies, copper peptides speed up how wounds close, help build new blood vessels, and improve how neatly the tissue remodels as it heals. This is the serious, non-cosmetic core of the whole molecule. That repair power is the thread that connects everything else. When people see firmer skin, a faded spot, or a new hair, they are really seeing the same thing, a molecule nudging tissue to renew. The only questions that matter are how much and compared to what. So let us take the two big promises honestly. First, dark spots and uneven tone. This is one of the most searched reasons people buy copper peptides in the first place, so it deserves a straight answer. Here it is. Copper peptide is not a targeted spot eraser, and it does not bleach pigment. What it can do is calm the inflammation that drives some discoloration, support your antioxidant defenses against sun damage, and gently speed the skin turnover that slowly fades old marks. So over months, some people do see a more even tone, but it is a gentle, supporting effect, not a dedicated brightener. For real pigment problems, the proven tools are still sunscreen first, plus ingredients like vitamin C, niacinamide, and retinoids. Copper peptides ride alongside those, they do not replace them. And the same rule as always. Sunscreen does more for your dark spots than any serum on the shelf. If you are not wearing it every day, no copper peptide is going to win against a fresh dose of sun damage. Now the big one, hair. Rub a copper peptide serum on a thinning spot, wait a few months, and some people swear new hair appears. The before and after photos are everywhere online, so what is actually happening here? Start with what the science does not support. There is no good evidence that copper peptide fixes alopecia areata, the kind of hair loss where the immune system attacks the follicle. That is an autoimmune problem on a completely different pathway, and copper peptides simply do not touch it. So what could explain the regrowth people see? Two honest mechanisms. First, copper peptides can help a follicle that shut down after a shock, an illness, stress, or childbirth restart its normal growth phase sooner. That is real, but it is speeding up a recovery that was already going to happen. Second, there is some signal that copper peptide mildly slows one of the enzymes involved in pattern hair thinning. Mild is the key word. It is a gentle nudge, nowhere near the strength of the treatments that actually have strong evidence behind them. So the honest read on hair is this. A lot of those dramatic before and afters are natural recovery from temporary shedding, hastened a little by a repair molecule. That is not nothing, but it is not a cure, and it is not in the same league as what a doctor can offer. Which is exactly why experienced hair practitioners do not rely on copper peptides alone. They pair them, as a gentle supporting layer, with the treatments that carry the real evidence. The peptide is the sidekick here, not the hero of the story. And there is a caution buried in the hair research that ties this whole series together. In some animal experiments, pushing copper peptides hard did enlarge follicles, but the tissue looked more like scarring than youthful regrowth. Another reminder that with this molecule, more is not better. So put the promises in order of how much you should trust them. Highest, wound healing and repair, that is the molecule's real job. Solid, gentle firming for skin. Lower, a supporting hand with tone and temporary shedding. and near zero, curing autoimmune hair loss or erasing deep pigment on its own. Notice the pattern across all three parts. Every real benefit traces back to the same honest source, a repair signal doing modest, genuine work. And every overblown claim is that same modest work, wearing a headline 3 sizes too big. That is the whole copper peptide story in one line. A real, gentle repair molecule, oversold as a miracle. It is genuinely useful if you match your expectations to the evidence, and quietly disappointing if you believed the marketing instead. And the boundaries stay exactly the same. Everything here is about topical creams and serums, which are legal cosmetics. Injectable copper peptide from a website is an unregulated research chemical, labeled for laboratory research only, not for human use, and it is never the answer to hair loss or dark spots. If your hair loss or your pigmentation genuinely bothers you, the honest move is not a stronger serum. It is a dermatologist, because for both of those there are real, proven treatments, and a copper peptide is at best a gentle helper standing beside them. And nothing here is medical advice. So across 3 parts, copper peptides went from a 4,000 gene miracle to a modest but real skincare tool to a genuine repair molecule whose biggest promises turn out to be its softest. That is not a letdown. That is simply what honest science usually looks like. Use it for gentle firming and calm, buy a real one, keep your expectations human, and let sunscreen and proven treatments do the heavy lifting. Do that, and a copper peptide earns a quiet, useful place on your shelf, no hype required. That is the copper peptide, all the way down, without the hype. Smart ideas are shared by smart people. If this series helped you finally see past the marketing, follow and share, and I will keep pulling the real science out from under it.